Hey, Chuck and Tamir, this is first recording for change updates to dashboard in a day. Now, in the previous version of dashboard in a day, we used to bring in data from the data sources, Excel and CSV files, do some data transformations, bring the data into Power BI desktop, do modeling, and then the attendees would get to the visuals. Now, if typically this would be, first hour and a half of demo, and then it would take them another hour and a half to actually start building the visuals. So they're pretty much, 3 hours, maybe sometimes even 4 hours into their class, and that's when they're building visuals. So they're through the grind, and they're waiting for that wow factor, right? So I was thinking this time around, the first thing that the attendees do is actually start building visuals right away, because that's what they really want to do. This way they will get familiar with the tool, all the different components, how to create visuals, how to edit interactions, and so forth. And then we'll spend an hour or so building this visuals, and then we'll go back and show them how to actually bring data, do the modeling, and then actually create a report. So with that in mind, I built basically a model which has got all the interactions. Well, before we get into that, these are the steps that I think we'll be following. So first we'll create a column chart, show some drill through functionality, show the top 5 feature or visual level filter. Then we'll show grouping. We'll show copy and paste, how easy it is to change the visuals and change the fields in the visual. And also we'll talk about formatting each of the visuals. We'll talk about page level filters, build a couple more charts, a matrix visual, funnel chart, then add a date slicer, show the different components in there, talk about edit interactions, and then we'll basically do some get some insights into the data. So by the end of this, they are quite familiar with the tool, all the different navigation capabilities as well. Now let me get into my file here. And this, so the first thing, of course, like I said, we'll show them the different navigation capabilities, and show them that sales data has 7+ million rows of data, and so forth. They'll start building their visuals, and I'm going to go through this real quick. First thing is basically build visual here over time, show that the date hierarchy shows up automatically, talk about drill features, and so forth. Then we add manufacturer legend to this, show how easy it is to change the chart type, talk about C data and C records capability. Then we will do the new group feature where we select the top 5 top competitors. I already have a group, so we'll do that. Sorry, not that field. So talk about the group feature. Oh, and also talk about the top 5 feature as well. And then we'll add some page level filters. Next we show copy paste, how easy it is to copy paste. How easy it is to move, change visuals, move fields. Maybe make this a tree map. Talk about ability to interact. What's happening here? Okay, so we'll talk about interaction, get them familiar with that. Then we'll build another visual by country. Change that to a funnel chart. Do some sorting. Again, show the interactive capabilities. And maybe one of the visuals, we select one of the visuals, show the formatting, title, and so forth, text size, and then if I drill into this, I don't know which year it belongs to, so I can do that. Now I see 2017, so things like that, just basically to introduce them to the tool. And then quickly build a matrix visual. Maybe this one is by category. Or you know what, actually I'll build a hierarchy and then use that hierarchy. Product hierarchy. Okay, and then this doesn't give me much. I want to add percent of total. Some conditional formatting. And now I see urban is big, so I drill into urban. Here I see extreme is not that big, but when I select 1 hour still, it's still not good, but if I select Australia and 1 hour still, let me drill into Australia. Let me add a state to Australia. Drill down, nothing much there. If I select New South Wales, extreme is high. Again, extreme is high. What happens if I select 1 hour still? Looks like extreme is some high, so I drill into the extreme. And see that Maximus UE4 is my biggest seller there. So, and also I will introduce a date slicer at some point to talk about